to repel such a huge force.
I am so excited to see how this battle turns out and just to see the scope of it.
I've committed myself to the destructive element.
What's going on? Oh no. Oh shit, shit, shit! Oh no, 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 no. Oh no, no.
It was the boy, of course.
I'm sorry.
So I am sorry too. Perhaps Ingrid will give you a son.
I wanted our son.
You are the true king. You know that? You are the true king of Norway. She told me that Prince Deer was alive and well.
Well, she knows.
Thanks to you.
Yep.
I do not love Oleg. Surely you know that.
I'm hesitant to believe her,
To do some more, Katja.
but a part of me does believe her. Oh wait, maybe not. I don't know.
I think I'm falling in love with you. And I don't even know who you are.
What the hell is going on?
Själv stiga första skrev. Själv fick växa och värda man. Är det grejt för mig själva?
What do you want?
You.
You have to let me
I
go.
don't have to do anything. I'm the king. Hell with Björn.
Go on then. Do it.
The famous Björn Ironside. I certain he'll be there.
Oh, that's so cool. That's an insane shot. Wow.
We betray our gods. And you also betray our father.
He knew that I would be the only one to remain loyal.
We all loved him. None of us wanted to accompany him on a journey to his death. We were more interested in preserving his legacy, which is what we have done.
His real legacy is safe with me.
If you really believe that our father's legacy is to defeat our gods,
That was an amazing scene. Whoo! What a great cut! I don't know how they're gonna do this. There's gonna be so many people on that hill soon. Man, fuck Harold. Fuck him.
Why can't we attack there?
That river leads into the mountains. It's an impossible barrier.
Oh, that was a great shot. Wow. Unless... man. Nothing bad better happen to Gunhild. Holy crap. Oh my. Holy shit. I'm so fucking nervous for her. No, no, no. Oh my gosh. No, 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 no. Don't, please, 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 please. Oh. They all look like ants from this angle. Oh no. Oh. Oh, I just got chills.
I have made many mistakes. I have failed. But this time I will not fail. I will win. The gods are with me. I will defeat you.
You are wrong. The gods abandoned you a long time ago, my brother. There's no way you can win.
There's no way. Shit.
Save yourself, Togomor. Find yourself another home. Find yourself another home.
Is Harold dying? What?
No way you can win.
No way. Is this the end? Are you? Oh my, are you kidding right now? When does this come back on? When does it come back on? Please tell me it's not until... I'm sorry, I have to look this up because when does Vikings return 2020? When does season 6 return? Yeah, can you let me know? until season 6 return. November, December 2020. Fuck off, are you kidding? So, is Bjorn dead? Is Harold dead? Bjorn looked not good when he was lying on the beach. Like, really, really not good. That took me a second to even process that it just happened. Because the battle's going on so much, you know, because throughout this entire battle, you've seen bits and pieces of it, and you've seen people fight, then fall. With this, it was just fighting, and immediately fall. Like, immediately just decided. I was just so taken aback by how quick it was. Ivar's the one who stabbed him, but he was climbing up last we saw him. And he was headed to Harold's camp, right? So did that actually happen? Or did that symbolize the fall of Bjorn eventually losing? I don't know. And Harold looked pretty dead too, which I was expecting him to, I don't know. But first off, I have to say, I think this is one of the best, or if not, no, this is probably the best technical battle that they've ever done. You know, with 515 Hell, the cinematic, just, what am I looking for? What word am I looking for? Like, just the cinematic scope of that battle was crazy. And it's probably going to go down as my favorite battle of Vikings so far. I mean, there's still 10 episodes left. However, the technical side of this battle and just everything that they had to plan out, I commend them so much. Vikings does such a good job with their battles. This reminded me a little bit of 510, where we would go back and forth between different things. You know, you go back and forth between Bjorn and Ivar talking on the beach, then into the battle, or just different shots happening possibly in the future, you know, with Oleg and Ivar celebrating and Vitserk celebrating their win, which is their supposed win. Yeah, then is Bjorn dead? Because that showed them winning, right? Or is that symbolism? You know, Vikings does a lot of symbolism. I can't wrap my head around the fact that he just got stabbed. Like, I can't, it's not computing quite right. Gosh, some of the shots were incredible. Like, the big scale shots on the beach. Everyone just looks like little ants fighting, and all of the ships coming to coast was insane. Yeah. I think Vikings is very underrated in its... it's very underrated in its own right, but the fact that a lot of people don't talk about how much they do like this battle, with probably a fraction of the budget that, say, Game of Thrones, or, I don't know, I'm trying to think of another show that's like to the scale of Game of Thrones when it comes to fights, but I can't really think of anything right now. But, you know, Game of Thrones has a budget. We all know their budget. It's huge. Vikings probably has a fraction of that, and they were able to create this, and I think Vikings is probably the prettiest show on television when it comes to their shots and their cinematography and everything like that. So this battle was crazy to watch, crazy to witness, and just thinking about how many hours the crew put into all of this is insane, and I applaud them so much. Now I'm going to get into some of the things that happened, the little things. The stuff with Katya and Ivar is interesting because I don't know whether to believe her or not. She said that she is not in love with Oleg and she is on the side of, I don't know the brother's name. They said it a whole bunch of times, but I can't remember it. But on his brother's side, and she, you know, is implying that she is liking Ivar, but at the same time, I'm wary of her. One, because the character of Freydis was also very manipulative, and that's how that whole thing happened. So I am having trouble disassociating her from Katya, and it looks like Katya is a completely different character. I just don't know whether she's telling the truth or not. Ivar is obviously falling for her. So I don't know what's going on with that, and I don't know how much Oleg knows, you know, because he was set up this season as the prophet, and the fact that he hasn't done anything quite yet makes me feel like he's either playing the long game or he just doesn't know. You know what I mean? He just doesn't know that that's going on, but I highly doubt the way that he has looked at Ivar and Katya many a time, and you know what I mean, just the way that he's looking at that, it seems like he knows. So I don't know what's going on with that. I'd be intrigued to see where that goes in 6B. Vitzerk is actually turning into a bit of a wild card. His conversation with Ivar at the beginning was very much, and he has just this look in his eyes that's very, I guess, Ivar reminiscent. And I don't know what his story is going to be, you know, because it's one of those things where it's like, he seems to be happy in Ivar's company, ? And Ivar literally burned his love alive and has caused so much pain in Vitzerk's life. So I'm very confused by that dynamic. What else? Gunhild. Oh god, I feel so bad for her. Why? I feel so bad for her. She lost her child. And the goodbye speech she gave to him reminded me a lot of Ragnar's speech whenever he took a moment to say goodbye to Gita back in season 2. There was even a line that kind of, like, I think word for word of what Ragnar said, like, if you're ever lonely or she was ever lonely, you can come down and visit me. I think Ragnar said something along the same lines, but yeah, that was just heartbreaking, and oh man, I don't even know. And then the other thing that was just so fucking Harold with Ingrid, I think that's her name, is Ingrid. Fuck, man. Fuck that whole situation. Fuck Harold. But he might be dead. I think he's dead. What were those shots? It was, they had a shot where Ingrid was putting on something. I don't know. I don't know what that was. Yeah, that was just freaking awful. And, okay. Anything else? What else happened this episode? I mainly just focused on the ending, because, you know, Bjorn got stabbed, and then they ended on that's a big cliffhanger to end off on. Like, huge. I'm trying to think of something else that was to the scale of that cliffhanger that we had, but I can't really, I forget how, oh no, 510 was pretty, I think 510 was probably the biggest one so far, I think, because it was them losing, them having to leave, Ivar is now the king of Kattegat, and then Rollo was showing up at the same time. So yeah, that was probably the bigger cliffhanger. Even though this is right underneath it, I think. I wonder if we'll see Rollo again. I'd like to see him one more time. It is the final season. One last footnote, the music this episode was especially good. They played themes that I recognized through the past seasons, and then we had some new ones that have been reoccurring this season so far. The music just is always so good with Vikings. And if you really, really like it, Trevor Morris, the composer for the show, just released all of the soundtracks for all 6 seasons. I would be cautious about going on the season 6 soundtrack. I know that there's title spoilers. I have yet to look at that soundtrack because, well, I've looked at it, but I've scrolled down so I don't see anything past what I know. But just be wary of that soundtrack because I don't know the names of them, but I know some of them are like, oh, Torvi sees Hallie. Like, that's one of them. It's like, oh, well, that sort of thing. But yeah, that's everything. Wow. Oh, man. These last 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, these last 5 episodes were so much better than the first 5 episodes. I get that they had to do setup and everything like that because you couldn't just have this without knowing what was going on, but they have been so much better than the first part of the season. Like, this has felt like a return to form to Vikings. This is reminding me of probably season 4, I think, a little bit. But yeah, tell me what you guys thought. Is Bjorn dead? Is Harold dead? What's going on? Like, I don't know what's going on anymore. Yep, that's everything. See you guys for, I guess, when Vikings returns or whenever. It's gonna be a long ass time, like a really long time. Oh man. Alright. See you guys for things soon. More, yep, that's out of order, but you get what